So I'm gonna strap this around here now. Put it on first. We're going 42 inches in between the cables or the trellises, because when the tomato grows up, they want to spread it off in 2 vines, and this will give the distance for the vines to grow. So I'm gonna put that at 42 inches. I can see it here. It's right between the 2 markers. Just do that, and we'll strap that back up later. So we can go. None of these crimps. Now here's a question I have, and if you know anything about this kind of stuff, please leave something down in the comments. This sleeve is a 3/16 sleeve. The cable is a 5/32. I couldn't find 5/32 sleeves, so I'm using a 3/16. My question is this: is the 3/16 sleeve used for both 5/32 and 3/16 cable? If you know the answer, or you're going to help me out, leave a comment down below. So far, it's been working pretty good. Okay, over we go. Back through. So, grab the crimper. Now the crimper here has all these different markings on it. A 3/16, 1/8, 3/32, and a 16th, all for different size crimps. So I'm going to be using, of course, the 3/16 crimp. Not even a crimp size for a 5/32, so maybe that's the answer to my own question. So I think the trick is to leave enough hanging out here so that if it slips a little bit, it won't be a big a deal. Put that on there, and we're going to tighten it up. Wow. Okay. So the crimp, I'm getting it along this inner seam, and that's going to crimp both sides of the cable. I'm going to do it in 2 places because I'm not so sure one's going to hold. Okay, so that's there. And now we're going to send it down the line. Now, I'm going to use these crimps as well because I'm not going to waste 60 feet of cable because it doesn't make it to the other end. So I'm going to connect this roll to this piece. So this is going to be very simple. I'm going to slide this one on and slide the other one on. That'll be all right. It does become a little awkward, but sometimes if you have a good bench, right, you can do something like this. See that? Space them out a bit, and then clamp it down. It's nice when you're working on a table because it's a bit more steady. Up in the air is a bit different. It's a bit harder. And we'll do a second crimp too. Okay. I'm going to measure out. Just like that. And now I can continue feeding it down the line. Okay, so now we get to the end of the greenhouse, and we're gonna wire it up somewhere here. I think before I get too crazy with that, I'm gonna crimp this turnbuckle onto the cable. And what I'm going to do is pull it as tight as I can there, and that's going to show me here where I can put that on. Keep my finger there if I can. So you don't see what I'm doing. Picking up the turnbuckle, and I'm going to slide that back in. Right there. Okay, I'm going to take that cable off. Crimper, crimper. Tough to do on a ladder. So forgive me if I don't keep this in the camera. Okay. Okay, I'm going to slide this bolt in here now. Bolt comes with a nut. Now don't make this mistake. Don't put it from the bottom up. Put it from the top down. This way, if the nut falls off of it, the bolt will still stay here. Boy, I've seen too many times. The bolt goes from the bottom up, the nut falls off, and the bolt comes off. Very, very dangerous. Because once we tighten this up, it's going to be under a lot of tension. So if it breaks free, this cable could stretch and slide and whip and cause all kinds of damage. That's very nice and snug. It's nice and snug. We're not done yet though. Okay, so there's one more thing that we're going to do here. And I've got these cables going over top of all of the horizontal supports up here at the top of the greenhouse. And in order to reduce the amount of stress that's on the ends of each cable, I'm going to secure this cable to every post. And I'm just going to make a couple of bends here. See what I'm going to do here. And I'm going to go down, around, and cross these two over. I'm going to twist these together here, the two ends. I'm just going to watch it, and it caused a bit of a deflection here. You can see by doing this, I'm separating this section and that section so that the weight of the tomatoes that are pulling on it doesn't pull it from the end. I don't know if I made that clear enough, but this is kind of important, so don't skip this step. So that's going to finish up the job for me here. I'm just going to secure the rest of these cables. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and like, all those good things. And hit the notification button, because when we start stringing up these tomatoes, we'll show you the next step in the process. Thanks for watching Odd Jobs.